Welcome to Doki's Advice. Yes, we have come from far in order to see what is happening in St. Elizabeth Lwak Hospital. Thank you for joining us. Once again, I have my brother Brian and sister Mary here with me. We're going to talk about some challenges we are experiencing here on the ground. Remember, we are about over 6,000 kilometers away. You have to take 3 aeroplanes to reach this place and still travel by car for 1 hour in order to come here. So we are really in the village of the village here in Kenya. Yeah? So, yeah, let us just brainstorm in a short minute and think about the challenges we're experiencing here on the ground. Um, what are the things happening here which where you think you maybe sometimes you don't even have the possibility to help, or the kind of things you need in order to help are missing? Of course, we know that there are many financial challenges, but maybe you could just give us an overview about the things you're experiencing here in Lwak.
Okay, the first challenge you have as a hospital, we have what we call power fluctuation. The hospital has managed to purchase a generator that is good working, but the inflation of the fuel or the diesel that we use, sometimes because we use the patient user. When the patients pay, that's the money we use to buy the diesel that the generator can run. Sometimes we are on generator for 24 hours, and we realize some services we cannot use because sometimes the generator goes off because the fuel is not there. That's one of the challenges. The second challenge are the impassable roads. Our roads are so bad that sometimes you can go to pick a patient and you also remain there because the vehicle is stuck and you have to look for people to push it. So it's when they can reach the hospital. We have lost lives because of poor roads around us.
Especially when heavy rains come.
Yeah, during the heavy rains, the roads are impassable. Then another challenge that we have, this is a semi-arid area. We have a challenge with water. We have put in place the underground tanks, and sometimes when the rains are not there, we are forced to buy water from the lake. The government has tried to fix issues of water, but sometimes during dry season, even that water only comes once in a while. And as a hospital, we need running water throughout, and we are looking for that God helps us we drill a borehole and to have water that is running throughout after finishing the theater. Another challenge that we have, patients here rarely come to the hospital. They will always come the last minute. Even though we have put some interventions, we work with the community health workers and social workers. But by the time they go around the houses, you realize you get some of the patients when they're very weak. Then, being that it's also a semi-arid area, nutrition has an impact especially to pregnant mothers and children. We still have conditions like malnutrition that leads to marasmus and kwashiorkor, even though the government is trying to do some few things, and we also trying to help the mothers, but sometimes we are overwhelmed with what is happening on the ground. Maybe I'll allow our radiographer, maybe he has a challenge where he's working, to share with us something small.
Yes, we also have Brian. I met him too. I saw the place where he's working. They have an ultrasound. It's radiology. He's a medical technical assistant, I think, yeah, of profession, does the x-rays, does the ultrasound and all of this stuff. What your area of work, what do you think is the kind of challenges you're experiencing in order to give the best medical attention to patients?
Okay, being that I'm a radiographer working in a radiology department, normally our radiology department makes some diagnosis. So as in a hospital, we are lacking MOs who can help me with their experience to make some challenging diagnosis. Yeah.
And another challenge I wanted to talk about was the issue of the issue of our patients with the HIV. This is a program that was funded by the late President of the U.S. Bush. What was his name? I've forgotten.
George Bush was before, and then there came.
No, there's one who started the PEPFAR funding, the emergency that was brought to Kenya. That was 2004. The program has been here and it's ending this year, and the government also has picked up. But now the challenge that I wanted to talk about is that most patients are they're failing to respond to the second line. We are just wondering, you being in a better placed world of learning and you access information easily, which advice you'll give us? Maybe next time when Dr. comes or when we talk on the email, we could advise what we could do best. That has been a challenge that has made most of our people to die in Kenya because they're failing the second line treatment, and the third line is a bit expensive. And another challenge I wanted to say that staffing has been an issue to the hospital. Sometimes we are overwhelmed because when you employ so many and you are not able to pay them, then they will go to look for green pasture. So they will have a challenge of staffing, and now the doctor is here for 2 to 3 days. We are happy and we are excited that he can take over as we go to rest our legs so that he can serve the patients. Then finally, I wanted to appreciate that Dr. was to think of coming back home and give back to the community where he was born. And I want to thank you for your generosity and your willingness that you sent him to come home and deliver the machines he has brought. As the staffs of St. Elizabeth, on behalf of our sister Jane, who is our administrator, I want to say we are very grateful and we look forward to working with you so closely. Thank you very much.
Oh yes, well, thank you for the polite invitation which I got from Sister Jane Bori. I just wrote an email and she was very nice. We talked on the phone and we discussed the issue. I feel me and my team who are taking the cameras too, we feel very welcomed. And we have been enjoying our first day here at this place, getting to know the facilities, the place and everything. So if you're a medical worker, a doctor or a nurse abroad, and you're thinking about helping out or giving back to the society, I would like to welcome you to join our Doki's Advice program, where we can organize everything for you, the hotel where you stay, the flight which you take, so that you can come and help people here on the ground. They will be grateful to have you here, and we will also be grateful to be able to make this possible for the next few years, so that the medical facilities can grow and the medical attention can rise to a level which is supposed to be. I thank you also and all of the workers and the nurses for the great job you're doing. Keep up the great work and stay tuned. Don't forget to like, share, follow or comment. Your comments will be delivered to this hospital so that they know what you think and how you're willing to help. If you want to donate, you can find a donation point at our website where you can donate freely what amount you like. If you want to donate for St. Elizabeth LWAK, please note it. This is for Elizabeth LWAK and it will be delivered safely. God bless you. Bye bye.